Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another Prize Picks video for you. We're going to be talking about the December 2nd NBA slate on Saturday. I'm losing track of my days. We've got 12 games on the slate. Should be a lot of fun, just action all day. We won't be doing a daily show tomorrow. We don't do them on Saturday and Sunday because the games start so early on the weekends. So we wanted to make sure we got you the best value we can with 6 picks for tonight on the first look show typically, but yeah, so no daily show tomorrow, but we're going to try to get you as much value as possible tonight. And if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they will match your first deposit up to $100, regardless of how much you put on. So if you only want to throw on 25, they'll make it 50 for you. But if you go all the way up to 100, they'll give you 200 to play with. Just use that code, and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We typically run 2 shows, a late night show and a show that we try to drop around noon, Monday through Friday. So we try to give you the first look at the board with the best value before a lot of these lines change the following day. And then once the board is fully populated, Monday through Friday, we hit you with another video. So if you're subscribed and you've got the notifications on, you will be notified as soon as we drop these picks up, because a lot of these are time sensitive. So, all right, let's go over a recap of our picks from today's slate between the first look show and the daily show. So on our first look show, pulling them up here. All right, so we were so close to the sweep. My picks, I had Dennis Schroeder over 23.5 PRA. He had every opportunity to get this done. He missed a couple of threes that would have got it done for us, but ultimately he ended up going for just 20. So he didn't cash for us. My other pick was Jalen Brunson over 33.5 PRA. He ended up going for 35, so he cashed. And then I also had Julius Randle for over 13.5 rebounds and assists. He ended up going just like we thought he would. He went hard, even after the scare where he was potentially going to be a DMP with knee inflammation. Thankfully, he was able to play, and he put up 19 rebounds and assists. And Jordy got the sweep for us. You want to get into yours, Jordy?
Yeah. So for the night video, I had Franz Wagner for 32.5 PRA. He went for 46, so he absolutely killed that line. I also took Denny Advia for over 3.5 assists. He had 5. He hit that one pretty early in the game. And then I took Scotty Barnes for 24.5 PR over, and he went for 38. So we had a sweep on that end.
Yeah, and then I had Drew Holiday and I'm kind of confusing myself here. Okay, so yeah, I had Drew Holiday PRA. He didn't end up hitting this. It was a weird night for the Celtics, and this was from our picks for the daily show. We put out 4 picks. The Celtics looked pretty out of sorts and ended up just not putting forth their best effort, especially after Tatum left the game. But yeah, Drew Holiday fell short for us, didn't end up hitting his 26.5 PRA. And then I also had thrown out the Joel Embiid over 6 assists. I had warned you guys about the potential of him not playing. The latest news was that he was on track to play, but he ended up being a last-minute DMP, and I believe Maxey was too. So we've been getting that a lot lately, just these unexpected last-minute scratches. Hopefully they kind of slows down the further we get into the season. But so I had one that didn't cash and then one that didn't play. And then for your picks, Jordy, you had some good picks in there.
Yeah, we had both kind of agreed over this Derek White rebounds and assists one for over 8.5. We've gone to it a lot. We found this one a while back, and he's just been crushing this. This is one of our favorite plays. We took him for over 8.5, and he had 11, so he hit on that. And then I took CJ McCollum for over 5 assists, and he had 8. So we hit on those.
Yeah. So what did we end up doing? So if you don't count the DMP, that was what, like we went 7 of 9.
Yeah.
And then a DMP. So we'll take it. You know, hopefully, I know some of you already mentioned that you happened to mix and match some of these and made some cash tonight. So, you know, congrats to everybody who was able to get some green out of some of these picks. We hope to keep providing these kind of picks. It's been a little bit of a rough ride lately, but we're hoping to get back on the right track here.
Yeah, it's a good
start. So we've got, yeah, we'll take it. We're getting back in the right zone here. So to get us started, I'm actually going to be going right back to that Franz Wagner PRA again. He's just been on a heater with this lately. And the Magic looks so good this year. It's very exciting for the Orlando Magic fans. He's going up against Brooklyn. And so if we look at what he's been averaging over the last 5 games, he's getting 33.2 minutes a game. And he's dropping 27.2 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 4.6 assists. He had a monster game tonight, though, going for the 31 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. And the rebounds have been pretty consistent over the 4 weeks, no less than 6 rebounds. And, you know, the last game with the assists tonight was the best he's done. So hopefully that's trending upwards. And if you look at what Brooklyn is allowing to small forwards, we got about 23.2 points a game and 8.1 rebounds, 4.2 assists. I think it's going to be pretty easy for him to continue in this trajectory. And if you look at that, I love, you know, obviously you love to see all green, but I love when we're seeing like steadily incline, the steady incline on his performance and his minutes. And so I'm feeling good about this for the over. So we're going to take Franz Wagner, small forward for the Magic, to go over. And my next play, I believe all of mine are PRA. Next, I'm really excited about Zubac. He's been really turning it on over the last 4 games. And I've been enjoying seeing, I was kind of expecting this from him all year. You know, people think about him as almost as if he's like some vet that's on like the back 9 of his career. He is a vet and he does play like a vet, but he's only 26 years old. So he's really establishing himself. I thought he was last year, and I was kind of surprised at the slow start this year, but it seems like he's getting back into that zone. If we look at what he's been able to do over the last 5 games, he's not even getting the kind of minutes we're hoping for. But again, that's kind of trending back to before he started to turn things up. And he really got that opportunity when Miles Plumlee went out. And so when you see 26.8 minutes a game, that's a little bit skewed by these games, you know, from like last week and the week before, where he went for 22 minutes, 23 minutes. Lately, it's been closer to that 30 mark that we're looking for, and we've seen the production follow as his minutes have increased, averaging 15.4 points a game, 10.8 rebounds, and 1 assist. I still like to go with the PRA, though, because a lot of times lately he's been powerful getting the rebounds and scoring. But he has had games where he will just be rebounding and dishing it back out. So I just like that little extra cushion there with the rebounds included. You could look at points, rebounds alone if you wanted to. But bottom line, I like him to go over on this one. Sorry, let me get the matchup here. So if you look at what Golden State's allowing, they're allowing 24.1 points, 14.9 rebounds, and 5.7 assists to centers. That's another reason why I like going for the PRA on this one. Golden State gives up a lot of assists to centers and a lot of rebounds. So we got green all across the board on the indicators for this to go over. And I think I forgot to mention, but the Franz Wagner, I always say that wrong. I never know if I should go with the accent or not, but he's at a minus 125 to go over. Zubac is actually at a minus 130 to go over. So we got the juice on both of these plays. All right, and for my last pick, I'm going to be going with Malik Beasley, PRA. I like him to go over this. He's really been putting it together. Over his last 4 games, he's gone for 21, 20, 27, and 25, well over this 17.5 PRA mark we're at. And honestly, he could hit this on points alone. If we look at what he's been doing over the last 3 games, he's really been able to establish himself, especially with the kind of inconsistency from Chris Middleton, who's been kind of in and out of lineups, and he hasn't just looked like himself this year. But Malik has been really kind of just like putting it all together finally. And it's been reflected in his minutes too. He's averaging over the last 38.3 minutes a game, 16.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. And this has kind of steadily been going up, which is what we want to see. And if we look at the matchup against Atlanta, it's super juiced. They're allowing 25.7 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 5.7 assists to shooting guards. So all the indicators are popping off on this one as well. So I like him to go over there. And this is at a minus 120 on BetMGM. So those are the 3 I got for the Saturday slate. What do you got for us, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So get switched over here. So for me, I'm going to be taking, to start with, a points prop here. I'm going to be going with Jarrett Allen to go over 13.5 points. If we look at what he's been doing, he's been putting it together too. He's been getting a lot more minutes recently, and in certain matchups, he does really well with extended minutes. Now, he has played Detroit in the last 10 games, and he only had 10 points, but he had an off shooting night. He only shot 50%, and if he would have just hit like literally 1 more bucket or 2 more buckets, he would have been there. So, I liked him in that matchup too. I didn't take him or anything, but I think this is a good matchup for him. Detroit has actually gotten worse since then, believe it or not, at guarding the center. They started off really hot with defense. They were like ranked amongst the top, and then over the time they've slowly fallen from grace here. So if we look at the matchup for centers, they're giving up, let's see here, they're giving up 22.6 points. Now, I know it's, him and Mobley kind of share that role a little bit, but they'll both come in sometimes, and like Mobley will switch over to like power forward and stuff. So, but he is getting like starting minutes. I mean, he's playing 30 minutes a game. He's very active when he's in the game. And yeah, I just like this to go over. It's a minus 135 to go over. And, this is some of the best juice I could find tonight. If we look at the game line too, it's not crazy blowout potential. It's only an 8-point spread, so there is a little bit there, but it's a 223.5 over under. So with an 8-point favorite to the Cavs, I'm really comfortable with this. I think Detroit could probably keep this competitive for a little bit, so I like him to go over 13.5 here. And then for my next pick, I'm going with another points prop here. I'm going to be going with Jabari Smith Jr. I mean, look at his last 5 games. He's gone over this 17, 18, 16, 16, and 15. He's been crushing 12.5. I feel like this is really low. I think this could go up a whole point tomorrow. So I really like this to go over. This is a minus 130 also. BetMGM has it at a minus 125. But let's see here. If we look at the over-under on this matchup against the Lakers, it's only a 5-point favorite to the Lakers with a 220.5 over-under. I personally think the Rockets could win this game, so I think it's going to be pretty competitive. And let's see here. I think Jabari is a power forward, right? Or is he? Yeah, power forward. So if we look at the matchup here for power forward with Jabari, the Lakers are giving up 24.7 points a game to power forwards. So plenty of room for him to get 13 points in this matchup. I don't really know what they're thinking with this line. Like I said, I think it's going to go up to 13.5 tomorrow, so try to get this at 12.5. Even at 13.5, I would take it, to be honest with you. But if it goes to like 14, which I don't think it would, I wouldn't take it there, probably. But yeah, 12.5, 13.5, I like this pick. And then, like I said, it's a minus 130 / minus 125. And then for my last pick, this is a minus 135 and a minus 145. I like Anthony Davis to go over 2.5 assists. If we look at what he's been doing, he's averaging 3 assists on the year. He's gone over this in like, I think 7 out of his last 10 games. So he's been productive in this category. And Şengün is a very good defender. So I think there's going to be times where he's just going to have to dish the ball out and get it out of his hands. So, and they've got shooters surrounding them, you know. So I like him to go over this, and that's what I've got, man.
Yeah, so that's the 6 that we've got for you for the Saturday slate. I did forget to mention some of my over-unders. So in the Golden State game where I'm going to have Zubats PRA, none of these games we really have any major concern for blowout. Golden State just played the Clippers, and it was a fun game, relatively close. But this one's got a 229.5 over under with only a 5.5 advantage to the Clippers. And then we've got the Orlando game, which is a 224.5 over under with the Nets favored by just 2.5 points. I think that Orlando's going to get it done, though, personally. But yeah, we've got Franz Wagner in that one. And then the game with Malik Beasley, we've got a huge over-under of 250.5 with the Bucks actually favored by 6.5. So plenty of opportunity for Malik to get it done in that. So yeah, mix and match these picks, play them however you'd like. If you don't like some of the picks, just don't play them. We're just showing you what we're getting into. So we hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.